£1,699 for a phone that folds out into this. And some apps refuse to split screen, the one thing this phone is for. Then there's a cover screen that's half empty and a new screen shape that your thumb still hasn't agreed to yet. The good news is Samsung has a fix for it. It's a free app, it's Samsung's own app, and it's called Good Luck. And in the next few minutes, I'm gonna unlock your split screen, I'm gonna sharpen your camera, sort out your home screen, and make this new shape feel like home. So 5 fixes, let's go. So Good Luck lives in the Galaxy Store app itself, not the Play Store. It's Samsung's own official customization toolkit, and it's been the power user secret on every Galaxy for years. So if you know about it, you know about it. If you don't, you don't, but you're gonna find out today. And on a fold, it goes from nice to have to very essential. So what you wanna do is go into that store, install it. So once you've installed it, we're gonna grab the 5 modules that we're gonna be using in this video today. So we have MultiStar, we have Home Up, we have one-hand operation, plus camera assistant and sound assistant. 5 downloads, all free, and here's what they do. You bought a foldable phone to run apps side by side, and some developers just block apps from opening side by side or from doing it, especially banking apps, for example. They're very notorious for not allowing you to do so, like you saw at the start of this video. So the first one doesn't actually require Good Luck just yet. So if we go to just normal settings, go to advanced features, and then go into labs, and then what you want to do is multi-window for all apps, toggle that on, and that will allow you to open multiple applications side by side for all apps on your phone. So now if I go back out and then try that setup again, so let's open let's open Google Chrome there, we scroll up, and then we want to open our Barclays banking app again and see if that works. So let me just search for Barclays, and now I can open those 2 apps side by side and it runs absolutely fine. The next step is actually using Good Luck with this feature that you've now unlocked. So if I just come out completely and then we go back into the Good Luck app, what you then want to do is make sure in MultiStar, like we've already got open here already, is go into I Love Galaxy Foldable and just open things like your pop-up doesn't show up again, show app full screen when on folding, so you can toggle that on for every app as well. So it just supports that to make sure everything's in full screen mode when you open it back up. This is something that should have been on from day one. As soon as you take it out of the box, that should have been toggled on by default, in my opinion. But keep an eye on MultiStar in Good Luck, because they're always updating this, especially when this fully launched and you guys are buying yours and it's getting delivered. They might start to drop more features in this area to make sure that it supports what the phone's capable of. Fix number 2, the screen is obviously wider this year, and they ship it with that 4x4 icons that you can see on the home screen, and we can change that. So part 1, no Good Luck needed here. So home screen settings and turn off cover screen mirroring. So if we go to settings, you go to home screen and then go to cover screen mirroring, and then you can turn that off completely and apply it. So now your inner screen, the cover screen and the inside screen can do completely different things, which is what this device is designed to do. 2 different screens, 2 different jobs. Part 2, we go back to that Good Luck app, and then we're gonna open Home Up. So if you go to home screen, tap Home Up, and then we go to home screen here again, toggle it on, and then we change that grid. So we have home cover screen grid there. I normally just have it around 6x6, which is more than adequate for what I want to, but you can go up to 7x7 or mix and match, especially just depends on what you want your home screen setup to look like. So now we click apply. If we go back out, you now see we have more space to fit more icons there. You can put a widget there if you want. So I can then move this widget here, for example, go across, put that there. And then if I go back out, I can then move some of these apps over and have more apps just fill the screen instead of that 4x4 screen, 4x4 grid that was a bit restrictive. Part 3, we go back to that setup on Good Luck. So back to home screen and Home Up. We then go to Task Changer. And the reason why we're going here is because the default recent screen shows you 1 app at a time, and you have to scroll through it. Usually on the display, you even have it there, tilt stack. It's what it normally is. So 1 app at a time. So in here, you can change it to different things. So for me, I select grid, which means I can see literally everything that's running in the background just on 1 screen. Easy to navigate, easier for me to see. 3 changes, and the cover screen goes from something that you use sometimes to something that you use the most. Next fix, and this one is about the big elephant in the room. One-handed operation with this new form factor. The shape, shorter, wider, and you've come from previous phones or previous fold or normal phone, and honestly, your thumb don't know where anything is anymore. Folded, one-handed, on the bus, that's where you feel it. You know, you're trying to use it in public very quickly. You start to feel it because you got your hands full. And here is where One Hand Operation Plus fixes it with gesture handles and also invisible strips on the edges of the screen that you can swipe to do different things. So for example, I can swipe down to go to previous app. So if I go here, you can see pop out on the side. You can swipe up, you can swipe straight to go back as normal, or you can swipe down to go to previous app or whatever you want to do. So if we go back to that Good Luck app, we can change this. So at the top, if you swipe across and go to gestures, you have One Hand Operation Plus. Tap that. And then you got your left hand, right hand, which allows you to do different gestures. So if I go left hand, for example, I've set mine to diagonally go down and go to previous app that was running. Diagonal up, go to recent key, and also just my straight right just goes back as default on the settings, which is pretty cool. So now if I go here, I can just swipe down and it will take me to previous app very quickly without messing around. And you know, I don't have to stretch my thumbs or anything like that. It just works really well. And the thing is, you can even mess around with some of the other gestures in there and do a bit more if you want to. But the whole point is, once you set this up, it's going to feel weird, I promise you, going back to other phones and not be able to use that same gestures again. It's going to feel so weird. So that's a really good one to have. Okay, next one, let's be honest. Having two cameras on a smartphone that costs this much is just a bit cheeky. And listen, I can't install you a telephoto lens in there to make it better, but Camera Assistant can make these two that you've got here noticeably better, and most people will never touch it. So 3 settings that you should definitely change. Back on Good Luck, swipe across to your extensions, and then you see Camera Assistant. So we're going to Camera Assistant and there's loads of options in here. We're not gonna touch everything that's in here, but one of the first things you wanna do is turn a couple of things on. And the first one is if you scroll down, you got 24 megapixel resolution. You want to turn that on. Otherwise, your camera app would default to 12 megapixel, and then there's an option to go to 50 megapixels for iRes, but 24 megapixel is also available. So you get a bit more out of your shots. And then you want to toggle that keep 24 resolution as well. So every time you open your app, it doesn't change. It stays just that way. Next thing is all about faster shutter. This tells the camera to basically prioritize you capturing the moment over actually polishing it for you. So it looks a bit more natural, which is exactly what you want for like shooting your kids, like as in photos, that is, dogs and anything that just won't stand still. You want to quickly capture it. So quick tap shutter, toggle that on as well. Next is all about photo softening. A lot of these manufacturers do it. We don't want it. We want to turn it off. And that's exactly what you can do here in Camera Assistant. So if you scroll down here, you can see photo softening. So again, just toggle that off completely. Or if you want to experiment, go to medium and see if that makes any difference if you prefer that. But me personally, I just have that off. Same hardware, visibly better photos, and that's the honest version of fixing the camera. Next one is a bit of a party trick, and you should probably turn it on as well. So we go back onto Good Luck, back on extensions, and we go to Sound Assistant. This one isn't really fixing any complaints, but it's unlocking the thing you'll be able to show everyone in a pub, for example, and it's all about that multi-sound. You already know the fold runs 2 apps side by side. We've seen that. This is what it's all about. But after fixing number 1, which is every app can be loaded side by side, what nobody tells you is using those apps side by side, there's also Sound Assistant, which means you can have YouTube on one side and Spotify on one side, both running music or sound, but they can both run independently as well. So what you want to do is switch that on. So when you look at the bottom there, you see multi-sound. Toggle that, so now you have multi-sound. So what's going to happen now is if I go on the main screen, I can now have YouTube running like so on that side. So you could be playing whatever video is playing, and then I can scroll up there and then open up, say, Spotify next to it. And now both sounds are going to be able to run. So I can play that through my headphones, so via Bluetooth headphones. And then on the other side, I can get that running on a bigger speaker. So at a party, I can still be DJing and playing tunes, and at the same time listen to my own songs. Or in fact, sometimes what I do is go on YouTube to find a song that I'm trying to find. I listen to it in my headphone and be like, okay, that's the right song, find the title, go back to Spotify, search it and play, and it cues to my speaker. So that's a really cool thing that you can do with multi-sound. Hence why I said that's a party trick. So if you're still watching to this part of this video, there's some bonus tips as well. So let's dive into it. And with this one, you don't really need to know how to use Good Luck as such, but this is going to help. So next one, what you're going to need here is something called Register, which is under Life Up. So if we load up Register, it takes a couple of seconds or so to just do the animation. Then it loads up. And then we have some options here. And we only want one job to be done here, which is a single key press old action. So that single power button on the side here, we can get that to do something else. So for me, I use it to take and share screenshots. So instead of having to press the volume and the power or anything else, pressing and hold this, we just do that screenshot gesture very quickly for me. The next thing you want to do as well is modify the taskbar so it stays on all the time. I get it. If you don't have it on, it looks cleaner for some people, but having it there just makes it look like a mini laptop. Just makes it quicker for you to launch apps that's already in that taskbar. For this one, like I said, you don't need good luck to do it. So you just have to go into settings, tap that display option, and then scroll down to taskbar, and then you can set it to stay on if you want to. The next one is usually hidden because no one really looks for the settings to find it, but it's there. So still in settings, we go to advanced features. And then here we want to go to labs, and then we want to turn on landscape view for portrait apps. So here it loads up, it gives you all the apps that's available. You can toggle them all on or toggle the ones that you don't want on, but I just have it on for all apps because it just makes for a better user experience. And before you go, there's one more thing as well just to mention. It's not so much of a settings or anything like that, but it's all over Reddit and it's catching people out right now. It's a big deal. One UI 9 has a new security behavior. So too many wrong pin or pattern attempts and the phone can lock permanently. So not a 5-minute timeout thing, it's permanent. So before you start giving this to your kids to borrow or anything like that, make sure you've set it up properly, you give them the right pin or anything like that, so to make sure you don't lock your phone out accidentally, because that's gonna be a whole long afternoon for you to try and figure that out. So 5 fixes, 3 bonus tips, and 1 warning, all for free. And this phone finally feels like it costs what it costs. I'll leave timestamps on the screen so you guys can check them out individually if you want to skip 1 or 2 if you already know what they are. And if you guys know any more tips as well, drop them in the comments below. It'll be really helpful for us and just everyone that's buying this phone as well. And if you have any more setup questions or anything like that, make sure you drop them in the comments below. And if you've seen the wallpaper that I'm using on here, there's a link in the description to check them out. I'm just selling some wallpaper, which should help the channel just a bit. But anyway, just for fun at the same time. So check them out if you want to. But yeah, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe and see you in the next one. Oh, if you're still here and you haven't clicked off, the full review is also on the channel.